All right, perfect. So we're going to teach you how to install the drivers for the network printer here at the office at Northshire at 389 Park Avenue. So the first thing you need to do is, because you may or may not have had a driver for this particular printer on the drive before, we want to remove any old driver that might have been on there. So go to, and sorry, I don't want to miss anything here. So first off, we are going to come up here and click the Apple. We're going to go to System Preferences, and we are going to come over here and go to Printers and Scanners, and then any workstation 75 whatever, we are going to want to delete that. And you select it and you click this little negative button. That will delete the printer, and now it's gone. So now we're good. That is all set. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come to Google, and we are going to Google for the driver. So, and I'm just going to quit this so my emails and everything don't come up. Okay. I think that'll work. So we are looking for WC, or actually Xerox, WC7545, and we're going to write driver. Okay, so search exactly that. It will come up here. You'll click the link. You're going to go to drivers and downloads, and the product that we're going to pick is going to be built-in controllers. Make sure you pick in built-in controller. Then the next thing you need to do is make sure that you pick the correct operating system. You will know this by going back up to your Apple again, and if you own an Apple and don't keep it up to date, I don't know why, but you should. But if you should check that you're on the newest version. So you would come to the Apple About This Mac, and there is a button here that you can do software updates. Everybody should be on High Sierra or above if a new version came out after this video is a few months old. But if you're not on High Sierra, I would actually encourage you to upgrade the software before you do this download of this driver. But if you want to just continue using your old El Capitan or whatever, you would just need to note what version you have. So I have High Sierra. If you had El Capitan, you would pick El Capitan. So all I need to know is that this is High Sierra. So when I come over here and I look at the drop down, I'm going to pick High Sierra. If you were on El Capitan, you pick El Capitan. If you're a real Maverick and you're way back in history on your computer, you would pick Mavericks. But in my case, I'm picking High Sierra. I'm going to then pick out the top print driver here, and I'm going to read through these terms. I'm going to accept them, and you can see it's downloading here in the corner. It's a pretty fast download at the office here. FYI, this has to be done at the office. It will not work if you do this at your house. You need to do it on the network. So number one, make sure that you're on the Northshire Wi-Fi here. Make sure you're not on house, because it won't work if that's the case. So make sure you're on the Northshire Wi-Fi and you're here at the office when you do this update. Go ahead and click this box here. This will unpack it for you. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. I agree. We're going to install. We're going to put in our password for our computer. This is to log into your computer. This is not a Northshire password or anything like that. This is your computer's password, the password they use to open your computer. It's going to load the software, as you can see. Now, you want to make sure that the printer shows up here. If you're at home, you're not going to see this because it's not going to access the printer here. You have to be on the network. So you have to see this and you have to click it. If you don't, it won't work properly. Once you've done that, you hit continue. And we want to get rid of this print test page because it won't work because our accounting's not set up. And we're going to set it as our default. I would encourage that unless you don't use our office printer very often and you want to set it as a secondary, but then you're always going to have to pick it, just so you know. So then continue. And now we've successfully set up the printer. So now we have to do a couple other things if you want to make your life easy. So we're going to move that to the trash. Go ahead and get rid of it. And get rid of that. And now we're going to open up a PDF, just normal PDF. Go ahead and open that up. And then we're going to go to File, Print. And we're going to set up all our presets now so that we can just pick from the drop down and print every time. We don't have to do this every time. But the first time you do it, you have to come in and you're going to come over here and make sure everything's picked the way you want it. Come here, make sure you go to Xerox Features. So once again, Xerox Features. This is normal print on white plain paper. I'm going to make this one-sided print. I'm going to turn this into black and white. I'm going to come to this page, Image Options, and I'm going to make sure it picked the black and white up, which it did. Then I'm going to go to Accounting. So we go to Advanced, and we're going to get rid of this banner page. So we're going to disable Job ID. And then we're going to come down here and go to Accounting. And you're going to have to pick Standard Accounting. So Xerox Standard Accounting. We're going to Do Not Prompt. And we're going to put in our 5-digit agent code. So your 5-digit agent code. 5-digit agent code. So then this is all set up. I want to save this so I don't have to do that every time I print. If you don't save it, you're going to have to do that every time you try to print something. So what we do here is we go to Save Current Settings as Preset. And we're going to call this one Black and White. One side plain. And for this printer only, we're going to hit OK. Now you can come in here and you can also come in and set up some additional ones. So now I can come in and say, okay, I want to also do a color one. Well, let's start with black and white. So if we go to Paper and Layout, I can turn this back on. Well, we're going to leave it black and white, and we're going to go to two-sided. And we're going to save this preset as black and white, two-side plain. We'll get rid of this one. And okay, so now I got a black and white one side, I got a black and white two side. I'm going to come over here and leave it two-sided, change this to color, and come here and just make sure that the image quality is automatic color. We don't want to go vivid, we want to go automatic color. And then we're going to come here and save this preset. And this is two-sided, this is a color. Two-side plain. And we're going to hit OK. And then we're going to do one last one. We're going to go to Paper and Layout. We're going to turn this into one-sided print. We already color. And we're going to go ahead and save this as a preset as color one side. And we're going to hit OK. And then now you can, when you come here to print, so if I'm going to print this one, just one-sided color. I'm going to show you as you come into print in the future. So now when we go to File, and make sure you print one off. If you just click Cancel at that point, it might not save your presets, and I'd hate for you to have to redo all those steps. But come over here and now you hit Print. And all I have to do, based on what I want to select now, is just pick the drop-down I want and hit Print, and I'm done. It will automatically do all my accounting and everything else, and everything will work perfect. So if you have any questions, don't call me. This is so easy. I really don't want to help you guys with this basic stuff. You have to be able to take some time, watch the video 15, 25 times if you have to, but you really need to be able to set up your printer. And I can't, I don't have patience to help you out today. So thank you very much.